EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Stroud off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And it's 3rd down.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Mixon. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tony.
Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
17 yards. And the Texans first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
18. Look the hot.
And Stroud now to throw. And he's got it. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Throwing now is Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Stroud looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the goal.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Kirk now, the return man. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Boy, that was is certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Stroud. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on third down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
18-yard line.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 2 there into the 36.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 15.
Play action. Stroud now. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll complete this one to Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. It's Mixon on the counter. Powers through. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up.
And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
White Tony, 18, what's up? Buggy. 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Collins. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
28-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up at ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 57 color. Yellow. They call it color. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now here's Mahomes. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow.
First down, here's White. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
27 yards there, a first down.
27 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. What's that?
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. The Texans 14-yard.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Inside handoff to Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Texans 10. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All right.
Now Stroud. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. Stroud out of the gun here. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mixon. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
All right.
Now Hyatt on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Stroud sets up the play action. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you can hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll rumble for about 5 and close to the 40.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. That one good for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 6 coming up.
Yellow.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes will throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
All right.
Here's Stroud. Boy stays up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Finding Schultz.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
It's 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
What's up? Hey, what's up? South. Hey, no more.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Stroud to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do